Thank you. Try to settle down now, please. The first frame.
Thank you, Seema.
Luca Brecel.
Good morning, everyone. And it's Luca Brecel who gets the first frame underway in what should be a wonderful contest. These multiple winners, Ken, they feel that this is where their World Championship starts, in the quarter-final.
Yeah. Almost. Well, a week into the tournament, a week to go. Well, there's a good start for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Excellent putt. Oh, he's a good settler. You can get one of those for a shot. He looked so good, didn't he, against Hussein Bafai in the last round. Looked very focused. Oh, just a little bit of side on that.
Ronnie O'Sullivan won.
Chance, early chance for Luca Brecel.
I didn't expect that after the terrific long red, but it does take a while to settle in the opening frame. Although the number of times some of the top boys can start with a century break, we've seen it time and time again down the years. Now, if this red next to the black is available, this is an early chance for Luca. He's just a totally natural player, and that red is available. I love watching this player play.
Yeah, he's just got a lovely freestyle about him, hasn't he? He's very quick, very talented, blessed with wonderful cueing, cue power as well when he needs it. I mean, Ronnie O'Sullivan is the quickest player in the world, but this guy is not far behind him.
16.
He may take the opportunity to go into the pack. He's still got one loose red, but let's see what he tries here. It looks like he's going into the pack. Watch the top spin on the cue ball here. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. And that's part of his cue part as well, isn't it, Dennis? As well as being able to screw the ball back, the top spin he can generate on it.
24.
Well, look how he spread the reds with that last shot. It was superb. It's worth another look. I mean, this was played to perfection, having to come off the cushion as well. You know, we've said about his bridge hand.
30.
It's so far away from the cue ball, but that's the way he's always played.
Got a nice little kiss on the blue. I think he's got a slide angle. That's a top spin again, left-hand side, trying to get over to the reds on the right-hand side of the table. That looks pretty good.
35.
His average shot time at the moment, Dennis, just 13 seconds.
Well, this first frame's not going to last very long, is it?
43.
I think he still thinks he's in the practice.
I was just going to say, it's like a practice frame. He's got to play maybe one little cannon here. He could do. I mean, he could play the loose red, the red directly above the black, but it's a very small window. If he plays a little cannon on the one just to the right of it, now he's going to play for the loose one, but he had to get straight on it. He can't get on the black here now.
51.
May have to go up for the blue. And he has to get topside.
Well, he hasn't got topside, but there's a couple of reds that he can leave at medium distance if he rolls the blue in. The one just to the right of the black, he may be able to stay on that, but definitely the one closest to the cue ball he can stay on. So he'll give himself a choice of those two reds, which are the reds that'll probably
57.
Clinch this opening frame. This is a key shot here. Safely in.
58.
That's a great shot. That's a frame winner. And what a start. blistering start from Luca Brecel. Let's hope we have more of the same throughout this match. I'm sure we are. We're going to be in
63.
for fireworks here.
64.
It's just come up a bit short with this one, but such a good potter. He
71.
could still keep it going here.
72.
It's not going to be easy to make a century break, but I wouldn't put it past him. Reds are available into the middle pocket, and
77. 78.
and they were saying about
85.
Ronnie O'Sullivan having the crowd on his side.
86.
If you produce goods like this, you will get the crowd on your side.
Absolutely. He's got a nice angle. Knocked this red over the middle pocket. Oh, and look, he just hit the wrong side of it. Needs a good shot with the rest to keep the
93.
break going. But what a start from Luca Brecel. This is fantastic.
Oh, what a shame. No century break. Ronnie coming to the table. Don't blame him. He potted a fantastic red, missed the green, so he's going to get a bit of prodding practice. Don't blame him for doing that.
1.
Usually a player would concede, but he's only had 2 shots, one terrific long pot and then missed the green, so just getting used to the table here.
I think the good thing from Luca Brecel's point of view is what a signal and message it sends out to Ronnie O'Sullivan. He
10.
won't be bothered, Ronnie O'Sullivan, of course. He'll just worry about his own game. But
Friend conceded. Ronnie O'Sullivan
in
10.
fact,
First frame.
the green wasn't on, so he just wanted to free up his arm a little bit. But what a start from the Belgian bullet. That magnificent break there took the opening frame and he leads.
that's interesting thoughts from John Parrott there in the practice room. Dead right. What a wonderful start for Luca Brecel, and what a marker he's laid down. It's also not only how sharp he looks on the table, Dennis, but also how positive he is and the body language, and that plays a big part as well when you're playing someone like Ronnie O'Sullivan. Nice tap on the table from him for that safety shot, which was very, very good. You've got to ooze good positive body language around the table as well, just to let your opponent know that you're pretty confident.
It might play a big part in this match, although I don't think there'll be too much tactical play. But I think Ronnie would get the better of the safety game. As you can see in the tournament safety success rate there, he's ahead. He's a wonderful tactical player when he needs it, Ronnie. And there's an attacking safety shot where he's opened the reds up. And he knows he might have to have a good tactical game the way Luca started.
Yeah, definitely think so. I think he'll try and call on the reserves of that wonderful snooker brain that he has. He knows where to position the cue ball back into the ball. Gives as much care and attention to it as he does his break building. This is not straightforward. Yeah, good pot. And he's on the black. So
One.
let's see how Ronnie O'Sullivan can respond. Not straightforward here, but he can get on the red just to the right of the pink here.
But the only problem is when the black is respotted, it's only available into the
8.
right corner pocket, and he's gone too far there. He was hoping to be on this red to the right of the pink to be able to screw up and maybe get the blue back on its spot. Can he develop the pink maybe?
Nine.
A wonderful effort with his opposite hand, but it's not as he would have liked. So he's not even looking at the pink.
Yeah, I think this what he will do throughout this match. He won't push the boat out too much, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 9.
Try and keep his opponent. If there's not a shot on, he's not going to take one extremely risky. And try and keep Luca Brecel firmly glued to that ball cushion. And he's got him in a bit of trouble here.
It's how he played again, Hussein Vafay. He, even though he won the match 13-2, he never took any risks, Ronnie. He kept it tight, and when he got his chance, he took it. And that's 2 wonderful long pots in these 2 opening frames.
1.
Yeah, just didn't go into the part of the pocket that he would have liked. He liked to be closer to this black. Cue that, lovely. And this time he is on the red the way he wanted to be. He can play for pink or back
8.
for black here. You saw from that little interview, didn't we, at the top of the show, Dennis? Ronnie thought of his opponent. He's got the greatest of respect for him.
9.
He knows what a talented player he is. And he'll definitely treat him with a lot of respect. He would have seen how he performed against Mark Williams in the last round as well. Now, can he? He's a bit straight on this black, but red's maybe into the right centre. He's looking at that red into the same corner pocket here.
$16.
Not straight on this red as he would have liked, but you can screw back for pink or black here.
$17. $23.
Well, he'll be hoping that pink pots into the left centre pocket here. Well, he's on
24.
both. There's a nice split on the red, so you can pot the black here now. That was a lovely little shot, that.
$31. $32. $39.
The first frame lasted just under 7.5 minutes. And This one's not going to take too long. Both players showing that they're in top form.
47.
Why wouldn't it be? They're in the quarterfinals of the World Championship.
$48.
Yeah, both playing at a blistering pace. Average shot time for Luca, 12 seconds.
55.
Ronnie O'Sullivan down to 18. That's going to speed up even more throughout this break.
56.
Great start to the match. And this is what we were hoping for. This is what we were expecting from these two. Now 65, quick glance at the scoreboard. Just needs the black to leave Luca Brecel needing a snooker. Oh, he's missed it. Wow. Wow,
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
there?
56.
That was just a lapse in concentration from Ronnie there. And Luca may take a double on here. Just lost a little bit of focus there because the black's over the pocket. He was distracted a little bit with that red there next to his hand. But if this double goes in, and not only did he play the double, he played to develop the other red, which was a little risky, but it shows you how this player's thinking.
Could try and stun the cue ball over towards the black, but he's fearful that he might pot the white. He'd like the red up in the bulk area. Yeah, the cue ball going towards the black, but he didn't want to hit it with too much pace because that was going into the pocket, but he's played a really good shot. Wonderful touch. Still shaking his head. He can't believe he missed that black. Has he left the red into the middle?
Well, that's the end of the frame, but I'll tell you what, if that red had have dropped in, look at the table, every chance he could have cleared up there, so that's why he just tried to float that red in.
1.
So that missed black will sharpen Ronnie's concentration up. Even for the greatest player that's ever played the game, if you lose a little bit of concentration, you can miss anything.
6.
Yeah, and he's such a perfectionist, isn't he, with his game? That would have annoyed him missing the black. But yeah,
7.
it has an effect of sharpening the mind for the next time, for sure. It's just great to see both players
10.
playing freely and with a lot of confidence. It's going to be a cracking encounter, this match, Dennis. And really,
11.
we've been dished sort of a great starter. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty more to come. Lovely little cannon on the reds.
18. 19. 26.
It's nice when you've already won the frame. You can just let your cue just go nice and
7.
freely. You'd like to put all these balls.
tell you who's going to have to
33.
be on his toes here this morning. That's the referee, Marcel Eghart. With these boys, the speed they're playing at, he'll be moving around the table as quick as the players.
36. $40.
Probably could have done with wearing a pair of trainers this morning, Marcel Eghart.
45.
He'll have to be swift on his feet. Good response from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Okay, didn't win it in one hit. Missed the black off the spot when leading by 65.
51
He's not
in the
going to
second
bother
frame.
about the black, but still
Ronnie
a
O'Sullivan.
great start from both players. Whatever you can do, I can do better is the message. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Luca Brecel to go.
Just coming up a little bit short with his break-off shot. This is exactly the shot that Ronnie knocked in at the start of the opening frame. Can he do it again? Not this time. And the cannon on the blue has left Luca with an early chance here. Those long reds are far from easy. Everything would have been safe, but for the cannon on the blue.
One.
And straight away, he's in and on the black, and with the cannon here, you bring a few more into play. He doesn't have to play the cannon. There's two loose reds up near the blue spot. He'll just have a little think about it, but he's such an attacking player. This time he's going to wait. Don't blame him for that. The only problem is the blue's off its spot. The pink's tied up.
8.
So it'll have to be a balk colour.
9.
But that green or brown will get him back into prime position. And then he can concentrate on the black.
A little bit short of pace
12.
with the cue ball there. I think he missed the trick there, Dennis. He had a lovely angle on that first black. I think when you called the cannon, he should have played into the pack, even though he had loose red, so he's struggling a little bit. Now he's got to negotiate the cue ball. Don't think he can get on the black here, so yeah.
Luca Brecel, 12.
That choice, shot choice, wasn't a good one from Luca Brecel. Cost him.
But he switched hands and played that red with loads of side. I mean, that's why he missed the red. You know, tough enough if you switch hands, but he's very good with his opposite hand, Luca Brecel. But he had so much side on the cue ball, you know, to stop going into the pack. You can see how it straightened up the white.
One.
Can't really afford to do that against Ronnie. You've got to make the most of any sort of chance you get.
Well, this would be interesting. Ronnie could play for a ball colour, but he has a nice angle to go down for the black here. Oh, took his eye off it.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
He's left the red.
One.
Well, does that bottom red pot into this bottom right corner pocket? We'll soon find out from this shot. Looks like it does. And if he pots this red, well, there's definitely red's going to be
8.
coming out into the open here. This could be a very key shot, this one. Look at this for a shot. Oh, is he on the black? He's unlucky. He's not on the pink. Great effort. Surely he's not going to take the yellow on, is he? Wow, this is brave. Oh, what a shot. You're kidding me.
Most players would have
11.
got down, played the brown, left the white tight on the cushion. He had no thoughts of that. Well, if ever a shot
12.
deserved to win a frame, it was that one. Incredible. But he's come up a little bit short with this positional shot. He's hampered slightly now. That red's just in an awkward spot. But good recovery, and well, they're all there for
19.
the taking now.
I'm still trying to get over that yellow, Dennis. The
20.
audacity to play that shot. It's just incredible. And the confidence. It's just, well, superb. As you said, deserves to win the frame. He's got all the reds open. Totally fearless at the moment, Luca Brecel.
27. 28.
Those
35.
4 reds are all lined up for the right corner pocket, as you can see there.
36.
But what this will do is, you know, Ronnie's only made 2
42.
mistakes. And he's certainly going to get punished for this one, because
43.
he took his eye off the red into the middle pocket. He was coming around for the black, and well, nobody thought he would miss it. This was the red that Ronnie had.
50.
Just as straightforward. He was just concentrating on the white, and just the pace kept it out of the pocket.
51.
Luca said at the top of the show that Ronnie doesn't miss any easy pots. Well, he's missed a couple already this morning, and Luca has taken full advantage.
$57. 58.
Well, I don't know many players in the
65.
world, Dennis, would have taken that yellow on with all the reds in the open, and from the position of the cue
66.
ball as well. It was just, well, just one of the best pots of the championship so far.
Well, as we said, it's as if he's in the practice room. That's the sort of shot you would
68.
take on when you're practicing or playing an exhibition. Doesn't matter about that. Ronnie stays in his seat. That one error, that one missed red into the middle pocket cost him the frame, but look at Brecel.
Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Yeah, already 3 frames in, 1 to play. And we've only been going 28 minutes or so. Not a good break off from Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's left this long red for Luca. He's coming around to have a look at the black into this bottom right corner pocket. Well, obviously the black doesn't part, but nice little kiss on that red. He's on the pink. Great opener.
please, Luca.
Referee Marcel Eichhardt just said, give me a second, Luca, because the pink can't go on its own spot there. So in a direct line without touching that red.
Like 7. Eight.
Another lovely shot. Splitting the reds with a red. Brown into the middle, back in prime position.
13.
What does he play on? That's what he's contemplating. Which red can I get on? Black is available into the left corner pocket, but not the right.
$18.
No, no. There was plenty of room for
Luca
the black to
Brecel,
go,
19.
but the angle he had on it just made it a little bit more difficult. All a bit congested around that area just at present. That's why they're having to just give it a little bit more thought. It's not a straightforward position here with the way the reds are. He needs the pink or the black back on their spots in a couple of shots' time, because the reds are perfectly placed if the high-valued colours were on their spots. So he's already planning a way to do that. You can see that snooker brain working there, having a look at the reds. Just strategy, just working out 2 or 3 shots ahead.
Not often you'd see that. Ronnie O'Sullivan, shot time almost up to a minute now, but this is a very important break here and a very important positional shot. Playing for a couple of reds, this red into the right centre.
4.
It's gone a bit too far. He wanted to be able to sort of get in between the pink and black and have a choice of either colour, but it's a bit straight on that red for the middle pocket to do that, so he'll have to wait for a few more shots. Oh, there's a slight angle here. Yeah, he was able to do it. Get the white right in between both. That was what he had planned all along. It was how he was going to get there, and he had a slight angle to be able to do that.
Oh, beautiful shot, wasn't it? Right through the gap. He's actually hit it too well. He actually wanted to be on the pink with a better angle. And he's gone back to have a look at the pink. The pink will be better for him to get on that red right of the black spot. Yeah, it's not straightforward at all, just yet.
It's a little bit of a cutback, this one. You'll have to head up towards the blue or bog colours though. But it looks straightforward on that picture, but it's a bit of a cutback, as you can see from that angle.
13.
Having to work very hard for these up and down the table. And he'll give this a little bit of thought also. He's just looking for that one positional shot that will give himself a chance to win the frame.
It was a small little window for that red. This is just above the black into the right corner pocket, but it's a very small window, and the cue ball has to travel a good bit of distance. The angle on the green and the yellow is not perfect for him. A bit of a stretch to play that left-handed.
See, the red next to the black's available, but very difficult to get round the right side of the table there to leave that one. And once again, he's coming up to a minute thinking about this. That looks pretty good. If it keeps on running a bit further, is it going to keep going?
15.
Well, he's going to have to play the cannon now. So it's either maybe screw back for the blue using the other red. Has to watch the middle pocket here. Played it well with his left hand.
Great shot. I think he's got a slight angle on the blue. Yeah, just a slight angle. He may have to force it with a, stun it with a little bit of right hand side. He's played this very well. Yeah, good shot.
21.
I've never seen him focus so hard for a break, but they were awkward.
22.
Still not completely ideal yet. Once again, he's got to play a good shot here to get back in position. He's okay. He's on that left red into the corner
28.
pocket. He's having to work hard for this little break, isn't he? 28. Important. There you see his average shot time, 36 seconds.
I'm just looking at the time for this break. It's coming up to nearly 7 minutes. Now this could finish awkward. He needs a little bit of good fortune here, and he hasn't had it. That's the worst possible
29.
outcome. I don't know if he can get to the green without the blue hampering him. Just enough room to cue the side of the blue there.
Well, this is a big shot. If he pots this and gets on a red, it could win him the frame, but if he misses it, it could cost him. Who needs to slow down with the cue ball. Just about.
32.
But still, working hard at this break.
Well, he kept
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
having to
32.
play terrific safety shots, or positional shots rather, and eventually he missed one. And catching, he could have punished Ronnie there. Mid-session interval coming up. He had a chance there.
Yeah, it was just dead straight, wasn't it, with the rest? One of the most awkward shots you could play with the rest. Oh, a little kiss on the black. This could be going wrong. Wow.
1.
Hard game today.
Don't know if you heard Ronnie said it's a hard game today.
Well, he missed the green like well, not too dissimilar to this green in the very first frame. Will he take it on? Doesn't look like it. He's signed up for a safety shot. If he takes the pot on, the cue ball would be going towards that left middle pocket, so that's why he's going to refuse it. But he has to get this very precise, this cue ball, hasn't he, Dennis, with this red over this right corner pocket.
Very rarely do you hear Ronnie make a comment like that, but yeah, it's a hard game today. Listen, it's a
Ronnie
hard
O'Sullivan,
game
1.
every day for a lot of players. He sets such high standards for himself. Oh, there's a gap, but he'd have to. No, the bluey can't see enough to cut this in.
Oh, well, looking down the line, Dennis, can he not play a little swerve and just miss the blue and get enough of that red?
The only thing is he might catch the yellow if he tries to swerve it. You know, the white will go that way first of all. Is he going to play? No, he can't play a cannon off this onto the one over the pocket,
I
can
think
he?
he is.
No, he's knocking it onto it. But the cannon was a possibility, you know.
I think he's got the cover, but he's left this red into the left corner. Is there a gap through the blue and green? Well, maybe there is. But I think he's going to play the other one, is he? He's coming around to have a look at the angle.
Terrific long pot again.
Yeah.
Just that one red that's awkward, and
Well,
we know how good he is at bringing reds off cushions. In fact, he tried to do it there and caught the jaw of the middle pocket.
3.
Immediately tried to bring the difficult red into play. A little bit of a scrappy frame, this one before the mid-session interval. Both players making mistakes.
well, taking that yellow means that Ronnie, to win this frame, he's going to need that very safe red on the left-hand side cushion.
4.
So, be a bit of snooker left in this frame. It's not going to be easy knocking that red off the cushion. And he's just gone a little bit too far with the cue ball here.
Just a little bit
7.
pacey. I can still pot this, but just ran too far there. Good cueing there, though.
8.
I'm not sure if he can pot the blue and miss the cannon on the pink, come off this cushion and free that red. It's, let's see, it might be a possibility, but I think the pink's slightly in the way. Otherwise he'd have been down and played it. Let's see now. He's avoided the pink, but he was always going to have a little bit of side on it, so it was difficult to move it.
13. Thanks. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 13.
Yeah, good shot. You got the most important part of that little shot right, getting the red safe, but 27. The difference, still 35 on the table, so this red is the pivotal ball. It's not a bad shot, this one. Played that pretty well.
Thanks.
You'll have to be careful with this one because you can double this red across over the other corner pocket. That's why he's cueing down slightly on it, but it's coming towards the corner. Oh, that red was heading over that right corner pocket, and that little double kiss has left it perfectly safe.
Great chance to knock the black off the cushion here. Cue ball back towards the bulk. And that really opens things up. And this cue ball looks pretty good. It's an excellent shot. Now there's a bit more pressure on Ronnie O'Sullivan. Okay, the black's gone close to the right, but it's not too bad for a right-hander.
Yeah, well controlled there. This is the one where Ronnie was going to double the red over the pocket, but watch this. He got a little fortuitous double kiss there.
Well, let's help Luca even more. Does the red cut into the right corner pocket? He came down to have a look at the angle. I don't think it does. Well, this is not straightforward to get safe here. Oh, have a look at this. Have a look at this for a shot. Wow. Well, we've seen two incredible shots. One by each player in these 4 frames, but we don't see many better than that.
Well, that shot that Ronnie played there was quite incredible, because he could have screwed in off, and he got enough screw to get in behind the black from where he was right up there with as good a shot as you've seen throughout this championship.
Yeah, incredible. And a shot worthy to win a frame on its own. And a shot by Luca, and the yellow was top quality, and that was certainly matching it. Wonderful 4 frames, Dennis. I must say, really enjoyed it, and they've gone by so quickly.
10.
I wonder will Ronnie go to the practice table, because we did hear him say it's a hard game today, but he makes the game look ridiculously easy most times.
13.
Yeah, it just went a little bit awkward for him, didn't it, during that little sort of break he made. was only a break at 32, but it took over 7. It was just
17.
trying to get in position. There was a lot of working out. I think Ronnie won't be
22.
satisfied with the way he played, but he was certainly satisfied to get out 2-2 these 4 frames. It's been
28.
highly entertaining. Both players in great form. Yeah, wonderful.
That's a break. Please, when the player's down for the shot, you're not calling out, please.
Thank you, Seva. I was going to say not the best break-off shot, but the red that's potable into the left corner is, there's no value in it because the black is tied up. Yeah, it was just a bit of an awkward frame. Went a little bit scrappy, the one before the mid-session interval, but very, very entertaining. One of these safety shots will get the black into play. Be interesting to see if Ronnie tries a telling safety and frees the black at the same time here. No.
May I ask you to keep the noise down, please, as we are back in play? Thank you.
Thin shot, although looking at it now, you see you'd plant the black over onto the reds and you would knock a red over the pocket, so they'll leave that now. But that's got the black into play. Very good.
Yeah, that's one of his better safety shots this morning. Just got to be pretty precise with this return safety, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Pretty good. But once again for Luca here, there's a good target behind brown and yellow. Yellow being the optimum ball here. Get behind. Looks like he's going to hit the brown. I don't think he's left anything that Ronnie can go at here. There's no point in taking on this red into the left corner. It's very difficult to get on any colour after it. You see the view from the back of the theatre. Packed audience once again in for this morning's match to watch the defending champion in this highly entertaining quarter-final. And they definitely got the money's worth after the first 4 frames, Dennis.
We didn't see many safety shots in the 3 opening frames, but we're certainly seeing some very good tactical play here because the balls have gone a little awkward again. That's a super shot. Almost getting tight in behind the green, but not quite. There is a potential pot, but there's no colour. But there's no easy safety. just one of those containing shots. He wasn't bothered whether he potted that or not. He's looking for the path over behind the yellow and brown, but it's not going to be easy. Now that's left Ronnie with a better chance to get over behind the yellow and brown here.
Yeah, could be in trouble here. That was a loose one from Luca.
Oh, he's going to be in behind the green this time. Now the red that Ronnie'll have to land on here, he's going to have to hit at least 2-3 cushions. The one to the left of the black, he'd like to land on that. That's what he tried to do, but it's
Luca
not
Brecel.
it's not the ideal line to land on that. You've seen how close he had to get to that red that's to the left of the pink and reds. And he's got to get close to the blue. He's got to be so precise to land on this. That's too narrow, and he might leave a pot this time. Yeah.
Following the miss. Luca Brecel.
That was a difficult escape that he was trying there. How does he get onto a colour here? Pink tied up, black tied up. How does he get to the blue? If he's straight on this red, he could screw back off it. But it depends on the angle he has. And he's not straight on it, so the other one he's canning into the other red. He'll do well to get out onto a colour here. Oh, look where the white's gone.
One.
Well, it's straightforward. He could just play the black, but there's a potential that he could play for yellow here. Play it off 2 cushions. Try and hit the yellow. Leave it close to it. May even snooker Ronnie or so. It's a dangerous shot to play this, because if he doesn't get it,
Yellow ball.
he could be in trouble. Well, you'd expect him to hit it. It's a big target. Oh, there you go.
Luca Brecel.
Nice shot.
One.
Would have loved a more fuller contact on that yellow. Oh, might have had Ronnie in bigger trouble. Oh, was he spotted here? Possible pot safety. A lot of traffic. Yeah, nicely played.
Always nice to see the big breaks going in, but it's also nice to watch this type of game. See who wins the tactical battle. I've looked a little bit reckless, but that's exactly what he played. And Ronnie tapping the table in acknowledgement there. That was a well thought out attempt at a pot there with safety in mind, and this red that Ronnie's faced with is far from easy. I mean, if he takes that on, every chance he'll cannon into another red. It's got an awful lot of risks to it, so refusing that, taking the other one instead, and it was difficult to judge that safety. Now, does that red go up into the corner, the one next to the blue? It must be very tight. Oh, it'll go.
Yeah, there's a chance. No. Didn't expect him to miss that mid-range, the way he's been putting. It's just because maybe this long bout of safety maybe just caused him to miss that red. One that you'd expect him to get. He's only going to play for black here. No. Did play for black, but once again, sometimes it happens, doesn't it, Dennis, when there's a long sort of bout of safety from both players and they come when they get a sort of a half chance to end up missing them.
One.
Didn't expect Ronnie to miss that with the rest, straightforward shot. He's going to play a little cannon on a red when potting this blue. It's gone through the gap.
6.
Well, maybe try and get on the black here and get the black back on its spot.
7.
Didn't play that too good. This is difficult.
There you see the angle and big shot to take on. Wonderful. He won't refuse much.
14.
Luca, one of the most attacking players in the game. Gone a bit scrappy, hasn't it, the last couple of
Luca
frames?
Brecel,
Both players making unforced errors. You can't play at your brilliant best every session in the World Championship. You're going to get the odd session where it goes awkward and you've just got to hang in.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, isn't it, Dennis, that these frames are just as important. They mean the same as if you just get a century break. Okay, first 4 frames, or well, particularly the first 3 frames we were blessed with. Yeah, just a little bit scrappy. The balls are gone a bit awkward. Oh, doesn't want the double kiss. Oh, that's unlucky.
Oh, if ever there was a DDK, that was it. The dreaded double kiss there. But listen, at first glance, he's got away with this, believe it or not. He may be snookered, but he hasn't left a pot on for Ronnie.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
That's not all that bad, you know. There may be a potential pot on. But had he have wobbled in the jaws instead amongst the reds, it would have been worse. But this is a test of Ronnie's cueing. He's got a long red, and he'll finish on the black. He'll leave it almost straight, as you can see.
One.
Superb. Superb that. This one shot can just change things around.
Oh, just wobbled that black.
8.
After such a wonderful opening red. Well, this took all of the pocket. And because of that, he has to dig into the cue ball to hold. No, he couldn't hold. Couldn't hold for the black.
9.
But yeah, that long red, Dennis, just to cue that in the way he did, well, that'll give him a nice little lift.
$14. $15.
It's this type of shot that if you were in the practice room, you'd see Ronnie and certainly some of the other lads playing shots like that, long reds, trying to hold for the black and left or right corner pocket. He has been working back with
20.
Steve Finney, hasn't he? And sight right. And working on his
21.
alignment when getting down on the shot. You might just see him when he gets down on the shot, just to watch the way he just lines up, trying to get his feet into position.
28.
It's just a little mannerism. There you go, feet together, stand into the shot. And you watch him at every opportunity. That's just trying to get himself online.
29.
Been working on that religiously in the practice room over the last week or so.
$36. 37. $44. 45.
Needs to get into the cue ball. That cue ball's just ran on slightly. Digging down on the cue ball, get the backspin on it. Played that nicely. Very nicely indeed.
52. 53. $58. 59.
Well, he knew straight away that he hadn't hit that hard enough. And he's just 40 points in front, so he needs the colour and one more red. So just putting the blue safe and attempting the snooker.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 59.
Oh, he's mishit that completely. The white should have been up where the red is. So this red and anything above the green will do.
One.
Thought he might have played up for the black there with the two reds being tied up, so. But it's one snooker that's needed, which is the main thing, but the way the balls are situated here,
4.
not over just yet, this frame.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Clever, putting
4.
the black out of position there.
Yeah, I like that previous shot of Ronnie's though, the one where he put the blue safe on the left-hand side cushion, took his medicine, got the blue safe, put Luca in trouble. Sort of real good match play snooker.
It has to be said, Luca had his chances in this frame. Ronnie made a few unforced errors, but it hasn't cost him.
Five. Six.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan comes out and he takes this first frame after the mid-session interval, and he's got himself into the lead. It's 3-2 to Ronnie O'Sullivan.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan breaks off, 6th frame, 8 to play in this first session of a best of 25 for a place in the semi-final. Yeah, last few frames have gone a little bit scrappy. Luca taking on this red. Oh well, oh well. Well, this one doesn't look like it's going to be too scrappy, Dennis.
He didn't have to hit it that hard, surely. I mean, I don't blame him for taking the red on, but it was as if a little bit like he, as we say, he threw his cue at it. Mind the red missing the pot made it look a little reckless because it scattered the balls all over the table, but he might be sitting there for some time in this frame.
One.
Okay, the pink could do with being back on its spot in a couple of shots' time. The black might possibly be available into the left corner, but look at the reds. This is the way you would throw them on the table for a practice session.
Six. Seven.
Yeah, nicely. Top side of the blue this time. Just coming down, had a quick look, glance at the black into this left corner. I think it is available, as you said. But yeah, I'd like to try and get that pink on its spot now. I mean, here's a great opportunity to do that.
12.
Just a little straight on the red above the pink, so back up for blue.
13.
And that black is available into the left corner, so he's got plenty of options here. Well, he didn't want to cannon that red, but he's okay. He can, if he's
18.
straight on this red to the right of the black, he's okay. And he's not straight, but I think he can just run through and leave the black.
19.
This could be a sizable break now.
Yeah, he should have no problem just getting on that red just above the black. Just having a quick look at the spot, just to make sure that the red is not too close to the black spot. I think it's far enough away. Doesn't affect it. Well, it does. And actually, it was on the spot there, so black wasn't on its spot. But he's still okay. It's open into the
27.
bottom right corner pocket. Just a couple of shots ago, Ronnie just flicked the red that's close to the pink. That was in a potable position. Now it's not. Bit of a sigh from him when that happened. He didn't like that.
$34. 35.
I think he'll really focus on this effort. He's got himself one frame in front. And don't be surprised if he doesn't make enough to win this frame here. Sizing up the table. Those four reds around the pink spot, they're all blocking each other
42.
into the corner and middle pockets.
$43.
Just picking off the loose ones, and then you'd be looking for a cannon. He leave the one to the right of the green. That's always there as a reserve.
$50. $51.
Yes, this clears the red next to the pink. And don't be surprised if we don't see the first century
57.
in this match.
$58.
Now he can play for that red that was always there as a little bit of insurance.
Yeah, 63, the break.
63.
So we're looking for brown or blue off this red, just to leave Luca needing a snooker.
64.
Yeah, that was the important one, but he needs this red just to make sure, stop Luca coming back to the table. Oh, that's pretty good.
70.
Yeah, and he's left these four reds to now because he knew the frame was safe. One good cannon here and we'll see a century. Well, there's a couple of potential pots. One into the middle, one up into the right corner.
$78.
Beautiful shot.
I think Luca knew when he took that red on and he missed the pot and the red scattered all the reds over the table.
85.
I think he knew he was going to be sitting there for a while.
Yeah, Ronnie certainly
86.
starting to go through the gears here.
Well, I suppose you could say the rocket has lifted off, Ken.
93. 94.
Wonderful century from Ronnie O'Sullivan, the defending champion. First of the match. His 1202nd career century. Incredible.
102.
It was just a matter of time, wasn't it? He made a few
108.
slight errors, but there's certainly no errors in this effort.
110.
You're always going to get a scrappy frame here or there, but by and large, with these two players, frames are going to be ticking fast.
113.
This is, well, this break just over 8 minutes. It's been sublime.
117.
Genius.
122.
Work.
$128 in the frame.
He's not going to bother with the block. He's happy with 128 and more. Happier with getting another frame on the board. The rocket is moving.
Well, he was out for quite some time. Luca just trying to compose himself. Both players left the arena, as you've seen, but 2 more frames to be played this morning. Luca would like at least one of them, if not both. Like, might be able to take this pot on and leave himself on the black. Not sure if it's the correct angle, maybe not. Now you see that red to the left, he'd be going over towards the black if he took that on. This is a chance for Luca. He's annoyed with himself. Yeah, he's disappointed with the way he played that. You don't often see that with Ronnie, but it just shows you how much and how focused he is on lifting that 8th world title.
1.
Didn't get any side on the cue ball, but he has an angle just to dislodge the red on the black spot here. Now is he on the red just above the black? Let's have a look. I think he is. I think the red goes through the gap of black and red, so he's okay. Yeah, perfect. Now good chance for Luca here.
9.
As John said in the studio, he's got to try and stop the little momentum from his opponent.
Oh, look at the action he got on that. Probably too much.
16.
Watch the white fizz back here when it hits the bunch. Oh, he did well to avoid the
17.
brown there. Not straightforward. Bit of work to do here. But that was why Ronnie reacted the way he did there, because he knew he was leaving Luca in. You can just see here,
20.
Ronnie, you know, he gives himself a little, yeah, he doesn't want to leave anything on for his opponent. Keep him cold, that's what he's going to try and do.
Well, It's definitely not a red you can take on, Luca, into the corner pocket. Sometimes you just got to take your medicine when it doesn't work out and get back to that ball cushion, wait for another chance.
Luca
Chance
Brecel,
missed
20.
for Luca Brecel. And he could have played that a little bit better, that safety shot. It wasn't executed as well as it could have been.
Well, this looks dead straight, this red. Wow. Well, we've seen some superb shots, but that's one of the best so far.
Well, that's cueing at its best, isn't it? Digging down on the cue ball. Tricky black to follow. No. Yeah, it was tricky.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Yeah, well, he's just annoyed with himself after that fantastic pot. He's given his leg a couple of thumps with his fist there.
One. Six. Seven.
See, Ronnie knows if he takes this frame, he's going to have a lead going into this evening's play. Well, that's the easiest shot.
Luca
I don't know
Brecel,
what happened there.
7.
Well, everybody took that for granted. I mean, how did he miss this? Let's have a look. That's one of the easiest pots you'll ever see missed.
Well, it's hard to believe. What a chance.
One.
Good pot. And he's left a nice angle. Just play it with a little bit of left-hand side into the pack of reds. Should be on a red, and he's played it very well.
8.
I'll tell you what, Ken, he's going to make Luca pay for that simple blue that he missed there. This is going to be very costly.
Nine.
He's got to do it all with the black here because the pink and blue are awkward. He needs a little holding cannon here. Delicate little one. Just ran a little further than he intended there. No problem with the cannon.
Yeah, and then just
16.
going back to Luca's miss there, I don't know what he was actually trying to achieve there. Just took his eye maybe off the pot, trying to get closer to the red. But have a look at this. I mean, it was so straightforward. He was coming off one cushion for the red into the opposite middle. Maybe just concentrating on position, took his eye completely off the pot.
17.
So that black
24.
puts 2 points behind. So 5 reds and 5 blacks with these
25.
loose reds would be enough. You wouldn't need that red that's close to the right hand side cushion. Ronnie O'Sullivan with the snooker brain that he has, he will be looking at the scoreboard,
32.
working that out.
33.
He's checking the scoreboard now, so he can't get back for the black. So he's going to have to go up for a ball colour. But I suppose that red that's on the side cushion, not bad for a right-handed player.
.44.
Yeah, I suppose he'd want to leave it to last, wouldn't he? Maybe take these two loose reds first.
45.
If he's got an angle, just stun across for that red on the left-hand side.
.52.
He'll be working out where he wants to get the white after his next red and colour, and I've put a little circle up. He'd love to get in there. And he'd have to do it from the green. He'll have to do it from the brown now. Hasn't got the angle on the green to screw up into that area. And if he's taken the brown, he's got an awful long way to travel. This will be some shot. Here it comes. Not quite. It was so difficult to hit it hard enough. He'll need the rest now.
Well, this is very dangerous. Another look at the scoreboard. Very missable red, this, if he takes it on. Could, well, win him or cost him the frame. I think he's going to refuse it. Don't blame him for that. Well, no, he didn't refuse it, Dennis. He went for it.
What a stroke of good fortune, and Luca can't believe that red disappeared in the middle pocket.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 58.
So is that fluke going to give Ronnie the frame and open up a 3-frame advantage? Not yet. Oh, just a misjudgment. Luca needs 2 4-point snookers. He's got away with that one. That'll do nicely. And he seemed to hit that a bit hard. See, the balls are not badly placed for snookers. You know, the browns, you want them near a cushion and just slightly away from it. That's pretty good.
Big swerve. Yeah, that blue and pink are big target. As you said, he needs 2 4-point snookers, but if you could pot yellow, green and brown, play a nice snooker on the blue behind the pink, should he get a chance? And he'd only need 1 5-point snooker to tie. So may not do it just here. Oh, this is a lovely shot if the yellow goes by the green. What a shot he's played here. Well played.
Foul.
Well, all
Luca
of a
Brecel
sudden,
full.
it's frame on again. Just the one snooker needed. And as I say, they're in pretty good positions. I don't know if he can get in behind the brown again here and send the yellow around the angles, but he's got to try and keep the yellow safe also. He's trying to get in behind it again. That's a pretty good effort. As long as you keep the object ball safe as well.
Well, that was a really good chance to get the cue ball behind the black. Missed it. Oh, this looks like a snooker if the yellow hits the black. A little bit fortunate there, Ronnie. It's gone safe. It is. Now we could end up dropping the yellow down near the black and trying to get the cover with blue and pink here. Ooh, this looks very good. Very, very good indeed. Yeah, it's a full ball snooker.
Got to be a bit careful it doesn't go in off if he throws around this.
Good chance here. Knock the yellow into the balk and try and hide the cue ball just behind the blue. Oh, he's under hit that by a long way. Now, Ronnie could attempt the pot. It's a little bit awkward, but he could drop the cue ball in behind the brown as well.
Foul.
Oh, he's hit the black.
Luca Brecel.
Oh, wow. Would you believe it?
Dear me. Wow. How often do you see that? Especially at this stage. That's incredible. Oh, about 5 minutes ago, the frame looked over when Ronnie fluked that red. 2 snookers needed. He got 1 snooker and then he's fouled the black. He's going to bring the brown into play here. And now all of a sudden, it's what we call a yellow ball fight. Whoever pots the yellow, you would think, would win the frame. What a turnaround.
And what a clever little shot Luca Brecel has played there. That puts real pressure on Ronnie O'Sullivan on this shot here. All balls out in the open. May have left this yellow. If it bounces. Ooh. I think he might have got a snooker. Another bounce off that cushion and yellow may have been on. But good cue ball.
Good judgment. Okay, maybe snookered, but he couldn't do much else there. done without all this, Ronnie. Because as I mentioned, when he fluked the red, it looked over the frame. This was the fluke. But then he missed the black. Okay, it wasn't an easy black, but well, he needs one good long pot here. Needs the yellow and he needs the green. That's a little bit of a wild one. Where's the yellow going to finish? If it goes past the white, he's going to stick it up. Well, if he loses this frame, we talk about frames making a difference even over the best of 25.
Two.
You can pick out a couple of shots that can turn things around.
5.
What a steal this will be. 2 snookers needed, and then Ronnie fouled the black.
Yeah, massive frame for Luca Brecel
9.
in particular. Quick glance at the score. Cue balls just ran on a bit, so he's got to negotiate the cue ball. Back for the pink into the same pocket. Just looks a little bit short of pace. He's not
14.
on the pink to the middle.
Is there one more twist in this frame? There is. There is.
Luca Brecel.
What an amazing
14.
frame this has turned out to be. And well, Luca, you had it, handed it to you, and just a simple pink.
6.
And it'll be a very relieved Ronnie O'Sullivan who goes out of the arena talking to himself, but he took the frame.
So last frame of the session. And how important will that previous frame be in the context of the whole match? How does Luca get over it? Needs a bit of luck here.
One.
It's not too bad. Okay, he's on the black, but how is he going to get on this next red?
I'll tell you what, this will be some shot. The red at the back and to the left might be available. Can he get all the way around the angles? Here it comes. He's found the gap. Is he hard enough? Is he on that red? It's a wonderful shot if he is.
8.
And he is. Well,
9.
if this next shot works out, he will get over the last frame. He's good at this type of shot. He needs to keep full focus on the pot as well. Now, the black's going to go close to the pocket.
Luca Brecel 9.
Yeah, I don't know why he just didn't stun that, Dennis. I mean, he's played it with a lot of screw, which makes the pot so much more difficult. He could have stunned it and pushed through the reds. Would have made it the pot a little bit easier. Still was difficult. Maybe that last round has affected him. He's left Ronnie a chance. Red into the left centre.
1.
Nice shot. Now Ronnie played a shot similar to this on the other side of the table. Will he play into the pack here? He could play on the loose red. Will he take a chance?
Well, has he covered everything? It might have to be a plant. Yeah, everything blocking each other there, so may risk the plant here, but as you can see, quite a bit of distance between the reds, and needs good judgment this. And he's got to be careful he doesn't foul the red with the rest head there. It was a foul that cost him the last frame when he touched the black with his waistcoat. Well played.
9. Sixteen. 17. What's that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he just spotted something on the cue ball there, and probably just where he was queuing up at it. I mean, if Ronnie is to come out of this session winning 6-2, he'll be more than delighted. Because it has to be said, Luca could have won a couple of these frames. Ken, could have been a different story.
Yeah, you know, that last frame, Dennis, could change the whole match. It's a frame that
25.
Luca would be very, very disappointed not to have stolen, and it could have swayed a little bit of momentum in his favour to win a frame like that against Ronnie O'Sullivan with needing 2 snookers. Well, what a boost it would have been, but the fact that he missed that pink chance to steal it, well, it could have the adverse effect on him.
32.
Miss black in this frame as well. Could cost him. And from being 2-1 up and playing superbly well, he could finish this session 6-2 behind.
Yeah, this would be 5 frames in a row for
40.
Ronnie. Certainly give him a boost going into this evening session.
41. $48. $49.
Shouldn't be a problem with that red up to the left of the pink. He couldn't stay on the black, and with the pink and blue off their spots, it wasn't a straightforward run to the line, but as I say, with that red being up there was a help. You can take the green and get back up to the reds or play for that loose one. That was always there as a little bit of insurance.
52.
Back up to the business end of the
53.
table and a few more pots, and he will have a 6-2 advantage. So overall, he'll be delighted with this session.
Yeah, I think that little shot in the middle of the break where the rest, he had to bridge
60.
over reds and played a beautiful, delicate little plant into this bottom right corner pocket.
61.
Set him up beautifully. Quick glance at the scoreboard. 59 ahead. 59 remaining.
68.
Ronnie, no doubt, will want to try and get another
69.
century on the board here. Frame ball.
Yeah, he made a 1-2-8 in frame 6. It would have been a 1-3-5, but he didn't bother with the black.
76.
It's a bit unusual, really, when you make a break that size. He just put the cue down and left the black there.
77.
May leave an angle on the red to bring the other red
84.
into play. Luca is already. Oh, he's missed the cannon on the red. That could be.
85.
Yeah, made some shot to keep this break going. Double on the pink. Oh, it's close, but not there. But a good session of snooker from the defending champion.